Hello, YouTubers. Just want to share my experience with my 2013 Dodge Caravan. Actually, it was working fine. I bought it very cheap, and it has a propane kit installed in it. So I bought it like about a year ago. It was running fine, and a week ago or 10 days ago, what happened? All of a sudden it stopped starting. So sometimes, like maybe in a day, one time it would start, and then the rest of the day it wouldn't start. So I was used to get all the lights on my dash. I thought like maybe a battery, but whenever I was used to uh, start the car, the light didn't go dim. The headlights were fine. All the procedures I followed, like to check the battery, and I thought like the battery is fine. And then luckily, I got a success in starting my car, so took it to the mechanic. So mechanic, like he just checked like few things, and he said, I think it's your fuse box. And I asked him, okay, how much it's gonna cost me? And he said like $250 to $300. So you're gonna get a used fuse box. We're gonna install it, and it's gonna run fine. I said okay. So that day he didn't give me time, so I came home. And again, it didn't start next day. And then day after that, again, once in the morning, it did start. I did my work and everything. I didn't turn it off wherever I went. So I kept it running, and then I came home, and then again the same thing. So I tried to search on YouTube what the problem could be. So there are different kind of suggestions. Some say that it's the fob key, so replace the battery. I did that. Some say it's the battery terminals. I cleaned the battery terminals. Nothing happened. Some said just relocate or change your what you call it relays. So I changed the starter relay with other relays and the fuses and this and that and everything I did. Nothing happened. Then I asked my wife to start the car while I was standing in front of my hood, and I heard two different sounds. One clicking sound from my fuse box, and then the second one was from the starter itself. I replaced the starter 3 months ago. I went to the mechanic. He put the used one for $250 here in Canada, and which was working fine. So two clicking sounds coming from one from the fuse box and one from the starter, and again it didn't start. So friend of mine gave me a number for some electrician, and I called him. I said, okay, I'm having a fuse box problem, so do you have any used fuse box? He said, yeah, I have it, and if you buy the fuse box, I need the serial number, which I gave him, and he says it's going to cost you $150, and if you bring your car here, I can also do some diagnosis, and if it's the fuse box, then I'm going to charge you $250 with the installation. I said, okay, I'll come to you. Then what happened? My car didn't start next day, and I couldn't go there. So the day after that, in the morning, where I was not expecting anything because it was totally dead for about like 2 days, and luckily in the morning it did start. Oh, before that, I tried the boost. I tried the give a boost with my booster cable with my other car, and nothing worked. So I shook the fuse box, and I tried everything. But that morning, luckily, it did start. So I went to that electrician, and luckily, when I went there, he said my mechanic is not available. Oh my God! I said my car is running, and I'm burning my gas for a few days. I don't turn it off, and so do something for me. I said like, oh, I'm sorry, I cannot do anything. There is another electrician. Go to that electrician and ask him to diagnose. And I knew that the other electrician, whose name is Paul, and he's expensive, but he is a very good electrician. And I called Paul. I said, okay, so could you give me the price for just for the diagnosis. He said, I cannot tell you like that. You bring the car and I'm gonna do everything. It depends how long it does it take to find the problem, and then I will tell you the price. But what happened to your car? I told him this is what happened. Like when I tried to start, the lights and everything's fine, but there is no crank at all. And but when I stand in the front of my car, I hear two clicking sounds, one from the fuse box and one from the starter. And he's a smart electrician, so he told me if you hear the sound, clicking sound from your starter, which means your fuse box is working fine. But if fuse box is bad, it's not gonna send any electricity, any power to the starter. So if it is sending any electricity and the starter is making some kind of sound, that means the fuse box is fine. I will suggest you to go to your mechanic who installed the used starter and ask him to check the starter. Okay, and I went back to my mechanic and I told him, okay, now you have to, invest some time on my car. I want you to check the fuse box, if the fuse box is getting the power and everything. So you open the box. Even he opened the relay, the cover of the relay. So there was a small mechanism inside with the coil and stuff. So he checked all the points and everything was getting the power. And he was the one who told me the fuse box is gone. And then I asked him to check the starter too. And then he checked the starter and asked me to turn on the key. And when he moved some kind of a wire from the starter, it did start right away. And then he noticed that there was a signal wire. There's one power coming from the battery, and then there is one small wire, which is the kind of a signal wire they call it. And that wire had a plastic cover which was melted with the heat. And because of that, the metal part, the clip inside that wire, that got loose. So what he did, he took it out, he cleaned it, he removed the plastic part, and he pressed that the clip there, and then he put the new plastic cover, put it back to the starter. Boom, here we go, and it did start. So since then I'm not having any problem. Since yesterday I'm driving my car. There's no issue with the battery. Battery was about like $200. Replace the battery, $200. Then if it doesn't work, then replace the fuse box for $250 to $300. If not, then replace the starter, again like $250 to $300. So the proper diagnosis could save a lot of money, which happened with me. So he charged me, still I think it's more than normal, but he charged me $70, $80 just to fix the clip, the wire there. But still cheaper than changing the battery, changing the fuse box, or changing the starter. So I'm good. I just wanted to share my experience. So if anybody's having any issue like that, so hear the sound from the fuse box, try to hear the sound from the starter. If you hear the sound and all the lights are okay, you're sure the battery is not dead, the terminals are fine, go for the wiring. Sometimes it can be the ground, but most of the time that the signal wire, because it's tiny, one small wire underneath the engine, and the engine heat can melt that plastic cover there, which can loosen up the clip and stuff. So it's going to cost you a lot of money, because I am sure, like, if I would have replaced the fuse box and still it didn't work, then mechanic could cheat me. Like, they could easily diagnose where the problem is, and I didn't know. Like, I'm sitting outside. Most of the time they don't let you go inside the workshop to see what the mechanic is doing, and then they're gonna fix that wire and they're gonna say, oh, everything is done, your fuse box is fixed and you're okay to go. So it's search on YouTube, watch the videos, follow all the steps one by one, and you'll be able to save a lot of money. I hope this video will help somebody with the 2000. Maybe I think like this, all the Dodge Caravans have from 2009 or 10 up till onward models. they have the same kind of a mechanism. So if anything happens with anybody like that, just follow these steps and hopefully you'll save a lot of money. All right, guys, thank you.